I think we have to come to an understanding that no one is coming to save you. If that's what you're waiting for, no one's coming. I don't know how many people are suffering with mental health issues, but no one is coming to save you. Anything I say, like, or talk about, I'm not doing it in a malicious way to offend people, but this is just the way I feel. This is the way I see things. And I feel like it's an erasure of a lot of shit going on, and I'm not feeling that at all. This is why we're so different as people. Like, we're different. We have different customs, different cultures, different beliefs. You're trying to force us to be something that we're not. That's why it doesn't feel natural. And they got you looking like, and meanwhile, this is where you've been the whole time. You're looking for yourself. Where have the Native Americans gone? Right here, dog. Intriguing.
I slick talk with my hip walk. Slick talk, hip walk. I slick talk with my hip walk. I slick talk with my hip walk. When I walk through, fashionable, make haters like you very uncomfortable. Approach me nice, might snatch a boo. Don't have to be drifting nice, I'm just mystical. Melanin popping, it's magical. Show stopping, impressionable. Tonight no panties dropping, my tea's a little though. No time for interviews, it's just the way it is. So respected, bro.
Welcome to the Intrigue 1129 YouTube channel. On this channel, we will be discussing various topics. I am here to spit the real, nothing more, nothing less. So if you can handle it, stay tuned and keep coming back. Intrigue 1129. I'll pop on here and there, and I will refer if you're interested. You see that here? Okay, so right there, what you need to do, you need to go ahead and click on that. Okay? If you're interested, like you say you are, then you see right there, click that. See you next time. I just want to show my personality. I just want to be just me. I want to be free. I want to be me. But I want to talk about real shit too. Like, what does my life consist of? What kind of things be on my mind? What kind of things be on my mind? What kind of things I be thinking about? First and foremost, like, I ain't trying to be waking up at no fucking 5:30 in the morning. That's something that really is really under my skin. It's bothering me. I feel like shit because I feel terrible every morning. I feel terrible. It's like it'd be so serious. Like, I have to, like, I'm such a writer. I'm so in my head. Like, in the middle of me making oatmeal, in the middle of me taking a couple bites of oatmeal, thoughts just be popping in my mind, and I just gotta take time out. I got a book right here, and it's called Things to Do. And sometimes I just need certain things to keep me creative and going, even though I'm going to be creative, but just to keep me enthused about being creative, so to speak. So I use this book, and I always have it somewhere near me. I bring it to work every day, even if I don't write in it particularly. But I try to do something, whether it's on the camera or whether it is writing, because sometimes I feel like I think too fast to write, and then there's sometimes I need to write what I got to say, especially if it's like a really detailed feeling. I have to write it. Go figure. I just know I'm just at a point of just frustration. I think a lot of people are, because something I wrote earlier is that, evil is patient, has nothing but time to sit back or to create, to destroy, and to watch you self-destruct, watch the world around you self-destruct. Nothing but time. So I think we have to come to an understanding that no one is coming to save you. If that's what you're waiting for, no one's coming. I don't know how many people are suffering with mental health issues, but no one is coming to save you. So that's where that concept came from for me. And it's something I do want to write, maybe talk about, right? I don't know, explore it a little more, because I think that's where the frustration sets in. And I think that's where people get to a point where they just give up. One day I just think it may hit you like, I'm trying the best I can out here. I'm doing stuff I don't want to do, just to try to make ends meet. I explain how I'm feeling to people, and it's like it falls on deaf ears. It's like people hear you, but they don't hear you. And in the meantime, you're just holding on for dear life. And people don't know what that feels like, to hold on, to be holding on by a string. And that string can snap at any time. And that's the most scariest feeling when you've been down that road before. Breaking. It's scary because you don't know if you can come back from a break like that. You don't know if you can come back from a break like that. So it's the scariest thing when you're shouting to the hilltops for help and no one's listening. They're not listening to you. And only you know as best you can what you need to be helped. But this world's not designed to help you. It's designed to break you down. That's what I've come to understand. All right, someone's coming. I will be back. I am back. I'm back like I never left. I don't know what the fuck I was saying, but I just know something has to change. And I've been talking about this foolishness forever, and I get so sick of hearing myself say the same goddamn thing every fucking day. But it's just how I deeply feel, and I don't know why I'm having such a hard time making changes. It's as if I'm waiting for someone to come save me, and they're not coming. I gotta save myself, and that's easier said than done. It is, but it's the reality of it. I can keep on sinking down this rabbit hole until death comes, or I can change the trajectory and start improving while I can. Because I gotta be honest. Like, it's just about being honest. I am in the worst shape of my life. This is something else I wrote. People here would never know what's really going on with me. Because I don't bring my troubles to work. You can call it masking. You can call it whatever you want. I'm just not a person. I don't bring my problems to my job. I don't take out what I'm personally going through. I don't take it out on people. I know how to separate the two. Now, just now when I said, hold on, I'll be back, I had a customer come in. Customer, whatever you want to call people. I had to service someone. So, of course, I stopped what I'm doing. I'm going to give the best attitude I know how to give, because that's just who I am. And then I'm going to come back to what I'm doing. But it's like I could do this for everyone else, but then I neglected in my own life. And I believe we were taught to do that. We were taught to be that way. But we neglect ourselves. So at what point do we turn it around for ourselves then? Like, something has to change. We cannot keep operating like this. The world is definitely changing. And since I have the kind of mind that I have, it's like I can see things that most can't. The illusions that were put over us all as children, I've waken up from that. So I basically have to walk through a world where I see everything that I'm not supposed to see. Like the movie They. But I still have to walk through the world like I don't see what I see. Because everybody around me we have two different visions. And it took a long time to get to this place, but I think this is where the self-destruction and stuff comes from, because it's like acting like I don't see. This is just an example. But let's say I see a ghost or something, right? And I see a body just swinging and swinging and swinging, and I'm in the middle of talking with somebody, but I see that off in the corner, and I have to ignore it like it's not there. And that's kind of like just a metaphor, but kind of like the world that we're in right now. And there's so much stuff that's so obvious to me. It's games being played. It's mental games being played. It is a battle of the mind and the soul right now. To me, who's in this? I don't know. Like that's my main thing. I don't know. Because we've been lied to. We're trying to uncover so much. We don't know. I don't care about if a person is like the most spiritual person. You don't know everything. But that's what it's like. This world is like a big mystery. Because once you uncover something, then there's something else. It's always a layer to uncover. So will we ever really know the truth? And why go through all of this to hide what exactly? I don't know. I just think we're beyond people. I think we're more than that. And I think things are designed to keep you way below the level that you're supposed to be at. Because I know, like, when I was in I was in a bad place. And to say that you only use a certain percentage of your brain, I know that's a lie. I felt like I had access to way too much of my brain and I didn't know what to do with it. And I feel like that a lot now, to be honest with you. I've learned how to control it. But when your brain opens up, or your consciousness, or whatever you want to call it, opens up, and it's something you haven't been prepared for, is the scariest thing in your life. Sometimes, I guess, trying to explain the way you think, the way your mind frame. I'm a person, I try to be careful. I try to be careful with how I present things. I used to be more blunt. But with time, you understand that tactfulness is a better way of getting the results that you want. And it took time to learn that. I learned that with age and maturity. So, and even with that, you're still going to lose people. So it's just, this is basically just my style. This is just my style. This is the style that I've grown accustomed to and I feel comfortable with. And I can't help you if you don't know how to be in this frequency that I'm in. I'm not bending anymore. I'm not willing to do that. I found myself. Now what I'm trying to do is find love and taking care of myself and understanding my pressure points, understanding my extremes. Because I feel like balancing myself out in them extremes. I've been to the extremes of myself. I think I've been like, yeah, to the edges of myself, if that makes any sense to people. I've touched, like, I live touching the line of myself to the next level, would just be falling off the wagon. So I pretty much understand who I am. I'm trying to now learn to balance myself and be satisfied with who I am. Being okay with that. Being okay that people may not be okay with that. Just creating and just putting it out in the world and being okay with that. Being okay with some shit. Being okay with you and everything that you do. And it's something that I have to learn to do, because people have tried so hard to make me feel bad about being myself. And I think that's because I was someone people didn't understand. I was doing my thing over here and people are over here with everyone else, and it's like, I don't get her. What is she over there for? You need to come over here with us. Or if someone see you growing, and how dare you grow? How dare you dream? How dare you be motivated? How dare you have your own mind? How dare you whatever? You fill the blanks in. But when you're an individual who marches to your own drum, who creates your own beats to your drums, who want to hum with the march with your drum, whatever it is you decide to do, and you're not following somebody else's blueprint, people don't know how to digest that. They don't know how to digest that. That's something I'm understanding. And the fact that you're going to be misunderstood, or people going to pretend to misunderstand you, because that's what I'm realizing too. People act like they don't see you. People act like they don't understand you. People act like you're not that, And that's fine too. You're still watching. Just continue to do what you do. I'm not really into social media like that. Like, my platform is YouTube. That's what I learned. That's where I learned from. So YouTube is where I spend most of my time. So with that being said, learn how to post and keep it moving. It'll save you a lot of trouble, a lot of heartache. So you don't get caught up in the whirlwind. I can't force myself to do something that's not in me. Now, what I do need to do is spread some more time in other areas like Twitter, because I'm just not into it, but I could benefit from posting there. And the thing is, consistency is the key, but that don't mean I have to spend a lot of time there, because it's just not interesting to me. I need to visit all of these places and promote and keep on moving. Promote and go. Create. Promote and go and create. I don't know if I'm going to be one that's going to really benefit from engagement, because that's just not my thing. Maybe my engagements would be like doing lives or something like that. I think that I would be better off engaging with people in that way. But for me to be going through every comment, like, that's just not my thing. Like, I'm not on there enough. So there's things I can improve on, but there's just some things that's just not me, and I can't be fake. So yeah, But anyway, so many things to talk about. It is, but it's just trying to just wire it down and just to make it make sense. And I don't want to sound redundant and stuff like that. Anything I say, like, or talk about, I'm not doing it in a malicious way to offend people, but this is just the way I feel. This is the way I see things. And I feel like it's an erasure of a lot of shit going on, and I'm not feeling that at all. And I'm talking, like, I can only speak for my people. And when I say my people, I'm talking about people that's indigenous to the American lands, people that look like me. That's who I'm talking about. There has been an erasure going on for a long time, to the point we don't even know who is who. You have us, a lot of people fooled, claiming to be somewhere they've never been, and you feel no connection whatsoever to that place. None. No connection. It's like we're forcing connections that's not real. This is why we're so different as people. Like, we're different. We have different customs, different cultures, different beliefs. You're trying to force us to be something that we're not. That's why it doesn't feel natural. And they got you looking like, and meanwhile, this is where you've been the whole time. You're looking for yourself. Where have the Native Americans gone? Right here, dog. Right here, dog. Where is the indigenous people of America? Right here, dog. Like, I know it's so many people here now. Like, it's hard to tell who's who. I know so many lies have been told. It's hard to tell who's who. But right here, dog. This is what we look like. There's some bloodlines that's still here. This is what we look like. Stop trying to say we come from a place we've never come from. We've been here the whole time. We're the only ones who stayed on our land. We are the only ones who stayed on our land. And with more and more people coming over, it's hard to tell who was who. And with the lies you've been fed, it's hard to tell. What you mean, you Native American, huh? That's not what they look like. Oh, really? You might want to do some history. Intrigue 1129 signing off.